Merry Christmas! Welcome to our lesson for today. So, because it is almost Christmas time, because it is the season of Christmas, we are going to be telling you the story of Jesus. We're going to talk about Mary and Joseph, the earthly parents of Jesus. Then we're going to talk about how Jesus was born. Then we're going to talk about the people who came to visit Jesus and how they heard about Jesus. So the whole season of Christmas, we are going to be talking about Jesus, the baby king that was born to save all of us. So let's start by talking about Mary and Joseph. Now, Mary was a young woman who lived in a town called Nazareth. And even though Mary was young, she was supposed to get married to a man called Joseph. Now, Joseph was a carpenter and he also lived in Nazareth.
So the angel of the Lord appeared to Mary when she was seated quietly in her home, and the angel told her, "Do not be afraid. I come to you with good news. You are going to give birth to a child, and this child will be very special. This child you'll give birth to, it will be very, very special because this child is a king whose kingdom will reign forever."
Yes, and the angel told her, "The Spirit of God will come upon you." Because remember, Mary was a young woman and she was not married. So how was she going to get pregnant? And Mary asked the angel this, "How am I going to get pregnant? I'm a young woman and I have not gotten married yet." Then the angel said, "Don't worry. The Spirit of God will come upon you, and through His Spirit, you will have this child. And that is why this child that is going to be born will be the Son of God. Do not worry. Nothing is impossible for God." And Mary said, "I don't understand, but I am God's servant, and I will do as He commands."
So remember, Mary was supposed to get married to Joseph.
Yes.
And Joseph was a descendant of King David.
Yes, so Joseph was a descendant of King David, and Mary was supposed to marry Joseph. But when he heard about Mary being pregnant with the Son of God, he didn't believe her. He was so hurt because he thought, Mary has to be lying to me. How is she pregnant with the Son of God? This has to be a lie. So he felt so bad and he felt so hurt, and he thought that Mary had been unfaithful to him. So he decided that he was going to break off their marriage. Then he went to sleep after deciding this, but he decided he's going to do it very quietly. They're not going to announce it to everyone. No. He will just go quietly to Mary and he will tell her, "Mary, I don't think you and I can get married anymore. Let's not get married anymore." He was going to do it quietly. So he made his decision, then he went to sleep.
As he was sleeping, the angel of God appeared to him, and he explained to him that this child Mary is carrying is God's child, and that Mary had not been unfaithful. So when Joseph woke up, he was happy and he was excited because he knew that Mary had not betrayed him, Mary was not unfaithful, and he decided, "I will make sure that I make Mary comfortable and I will handle this situation." So they quickly got married, and he decided to take care of Mary and the unborn child.
Yes, another thing that happened during the dream is that he was told that this child should be named Jesus. Now, this baby was going to be named Jesus because the name Jesus means the one who saves. And this baby was going to be the savior of all the people, the whole entire world. So children, from the story of Mary and Joseph, we learn that from Mary we learn that we should always be ready to be God's servants. We should always be ready to do whatever it is that God tells us that we need to do. Just like Mary, she didn't understand what was going to happen, but she said, "God, I am your servant and I will do what you have told me to do." Also, from Joseph, we learn that we should always go to God before we make a decision. Because if Joseph hadn't been visited by God in his dream, he would have made the mistake of not getting married to Mary. But because God spoke to him in his dream, he made the right decision. So for us as children of God, in order to make the right decision, we have to first speak to God and ask him, God, what should I do? So next time we'll continue with the story of Jesus and see what happens next in this Christmas story. But for now, everyone stand up and help us sing this song. It's time to sing our song. Now everyone stand up and help us sing this song about the amazing baby Jesus that we just talked about. Everyone stand up and help us sing. Mary, did you know that your baby boy will one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? This child that you deliver will soon deliver you. Mary, did you know that your baby boy will give sight to a blind man? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will calm the storm with his hands? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? When you kiss your little baby, you kiss the face of God. Mary, did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will one day rule the nation? Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect lamb? The sleeping child you're holding is the great I am. Yeah! Okay, kids, it's time for us to do our craft. Now, we've just talked about Mary and Joseph and how Mary got visited by an angel, and the angel told her that she is going to give birth to the new king. And how Joseph was told that this son is going to be called Jesus. So now, for our craft, we're going to make an angel so that we can remember that an angel visited Mary with the good news. So what we have here is we have a shape that, we have manila paper that we've cut into, well, a certain shape, and we have a curve at the bottom, a larger curve at the bottom, and a smaller curve at the top. And we're going to use this to make a cone. And this cone is going to be the body of our angel. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Then we have another piece of manila paper that we've cut into a circle to be the head of our angel, and another piece of manila paper to be the wings for our angel. So let's start. You can start by coloring your pieces of paper, each of them, however you want them to be. Okay, after coloring them, next thing we're going to do is we're going to write down where this story comes from. So take your pen, your pencil, your color, and I want you to write down Luke chapter 1 and Matthew chapter 1, because that is where our stories about Mary and Joseph come from. So at the center of the body of your angel, write Luke 1 and Matthew 1. Okay, so Luke chapter 1 and Matthew chapter 1. Now, we can do something else. We can take glitter and we can take glue and we can decorate the wings of our angel. So that's what I want you to do. Take glue and take glitter and use it to decorate the wings of your angel so that your angel's wings can be shining. Okay, and once you have shining wings, it's time for us to put our angel together. So, take the body of your angel and take a stapler. Now I want you to take the body of your angel and roll it round. Remember, the side you've colored and written on has to be on the outside, but then I want you to roll it until you get a shape like a cone, like this. Then take your stapler and make sure and staple everything together so that it doesn't move. Okay, so then we'll have a cone shape. Then I want you to take the head of your angel and place it at the front. You see where you've written where our story comes from today? Place it at the front and, like with the body, staple it together to the body. Okay? And finally, I want you to take your wings and I want you to place your wings behind your angel. And just like we did with everything else, take your stapler and staple it. Now for this one, we're stapling the back of the body to the wings. Okay? And there we go, we have our angel. So whenever you look at this angel, you'll be able to remember the story about Mary and Joseph and how they were told that the child that Mary is going to have is going to be Jesus, and he's going to be the new great promised king. So that is our lesson for today, and this is our craft for today. Until next time, bye.